Today we will try to understand about Azure DevOps. Not only Azure DevOps, DevOps. Normally,
Hmm.
first we'll
Yes.
try to understand the DevOps.
Hmm.
So DevOps is a process or methodology. Okay,
Hmm.
everyone will think DevOps is a tools. DevOps is a something like that. Like it's a not a software, not a anything. It's a methodology or a process. Okay, what type
Hmm.
of process? It automate the process. Okay,
Yes.
so automate the process means, like example, very long back, generally if it is a developers develop the code. Okay,
Hmm.
once
Hmm.
they develop the code and they will build the that code into the package. So why? Because of it's a what they develop the code is a plain text format. Even it's some people can understand the that if it is a the language and you can understand the what they write the code. Yes, even system cannot understand. System only understand the zeros and ones like that. So system cannot run the directly that code. Yes, obviously some different format is required. So whenever developer write a code and they will do the generally is a compilation. It's a working or not. Generally when we are learning also C or C++, anything. So what we are doing, it's a running the code. When we run means it's a compilation. So when we run the code only, we will get to know what are the errors, how to fix it, and expected result we are getting or not, we can able to see it. So every time we are running that code, yes, every time we are compilation of the code, but is a real time when is a server. If you keep it the code, every like a person, we are not going to run each and every time or compilation each and every time. Automatically, it needs to be run continuously 24 by 7, and users utilize the resources. Yes, so that means that is not right format to keep it the code. So what we write a code, we need to compilation format. That means it's a build. That is a build in the format of MSI package or zip .exe or different formatted. Different companies, different code, and different build format will follow it. Okay, depends on the requirement. So once is a build completed, it will try to install in the any one of the server, like development or testing, or it's staging or UAT and production, like that. It will will going to deploy it. But initially we'll try to deploy. Who will deploy? That infrastructure guy. Infra guy will take it the requirement, what is the infra for this application required, and dependencies, what type of operating system is supported. All the details we should provide to the infra guy. Infra guy is going to deploy that software into the test environment. Once is a deploy testing environment, test guys like who are manual test or functional test or different types of testing is available. Those guys is going to validate it. That is how expected wise is a working or not, that software and everything. If it is that they found any bugs or anything, they will raise it again. It's a developer needs to be fix it again, release the new code again, build again, install again. It's a testing. This is a totally is a process we need to follow it. This manual process, it will take a lot of time. It will take a lot of time. And that's the reason previously, olden days projects is a any software development project, it will take longer, like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years also, depends on the how big project. So during this time, it's a lot of efforts, lot of people is required. And even it's a a problem is a sometimes is a any issues also. This is not development or code side. This is your infra side. This is you are not tested properly. You are not given the information properly, like that. It's kind of blaming game. So again, end of the day, we'll get the problems. These all those things fix the things and automate this process, this total process, automate the process wise. DevOps methodology introduce. DevOps process is a introduce. Okay, DevOps
Hmm.
process or methodology introduce. In this DevOps, we are going to use the n number of tools. There are so many tools is available. Okay, but end of the day, the tools is depends on company to company requirement. They are going to use it. Like example, we'll try to understand the things. First of all, developer. It develop the it's a multiple developers. Single developer, no, nobody is going to. It's a very small project only, single developer. But is a generally multiple developers is available. All the developers what they write the code and keeping into single repository, code repository we need to require, that is a SCM. That means source control system. Source control management or source control system is required. That is a called Git. Actually is a Git is a very popular. On top of that, GitHub or Bitbucket, or it's a kind of different tools is a market is available. So depends on the company to company, they will going to choose it. But end of the day, all companies is a maintain these tools and keeping into that code into the multiple places. Sorry, a single place centralizedly. It's a maintain the tools. That code is a maintain into the this place. This is a Git. Example is a Git. So here it's a different tools. Anybody can use it like Git or GitHub, Bitbucket, or so many different tools is available. We can use it. Like example, this is a source control system. And second thing, after that is a pipeline. What pipeline is we are going to use it? It's a generally previously it's a this code is a needs to be like build and compilation, after that testing and everything. So here anything. Oh, sorry. 1 minute. So this code is going to do the build. That build pipeline. In this pipeline, what is a pipeline? Generally, pipeline is a multiple task. It's a multiple task we are automating. Multiple task. What exactly it's a? This is a build means. Previously, suppose this is a like code .NET code. If it is what we will do, MS build or VS build, or is a nugget build, or like it's a different types of build, it's a will do it. So those things is a manually will run it manually. That compilation after that build and everything, it's a do the manually. The steps is a manually will do it. That manual process we are keeping into the automated process. So automated process means it's a multiple task. That build task, multiple tasks we are keeping into the pipeline. We are going to keeping into the pipeline. So this is a called CI. CI means continuous integration. What is a continuous integration? Suppose initially version 1 I release the code. Okay, version 1 I release, but I form like it's some of the things is a bugs or issues, and other new features needs to be added. So again they write the code or fix the bugs or fix the issues and everything. Again 1.1 they released it. 1.1 they released it. That means again it's going to process that same process, same. Yes, there is no difference at all. Build wise is the same thing. So whenever they fix the code and just committed, that code is a commit, automatically this pipeline automatically run and it will provide the build. It will provide the build. So that means nobody interact in this case. Automatically it will happen that build process. So that is a continuous integration. That is a called continuous integration. In CI/CD pipelines, everyone will talk about CI/CD pipelines. What is a CI? Continuous integration. So understood? So generally interview also they will ask, what is a CI? What is a CD? Can you please explain it? So CI means this is a called CI. Okay, continuous integration. Once is a build is a completed. So in the pipeline wise, what are the tools we're going to use it? Furtherly we'll understand. Okay, once is a build is a completed. So after that, what we will do? That is going to deployment. Yes, different deployments will do it. What type of deployment? Might be this is a dev. This is a staging. This is a UAT. This is a production. Like that, we can go with that one also. Like that, we can go with. So here we are deploying that build code. That build we are going to deploy in the development, testing, or staging, or UAT and production one by one. That process is a one by one. Will follow it. So that is a CD. CD means continuous deployment or continuous delivery also. Some people will call some continuous delivery. So what is a delivering? That what is a build? It's a deliver into the respective environments. So totally this process is a called CI/CD pipeline. Whenever is a new code release it or is a fix the bugs, fix the issues or new feature, anything is also same process, same pipelines, everything it's automatically deployment also will happen. So even deployment also will do manually generally, the dependency packages where needs to be deployed and what are the steps we need to follow to install the that code and everything. It's a will follow the some steps. That steps also automate the in the pipeline. That multiple task we are going to keep into the pipeline. That pipeline automatically follow the process. That same process wise it's automatically deployment will happen in the CD. CD means that development or staging or it's a UAT or production. This is the way it's going to deployment happen. Any questions?
No, Kiran.
Okay, great. So after that, it's a first of all we need to understand about waterfall method. So what is a waterfall method? It's a development team is a develop the code. They will follow the some standard. They will follow the some process. That previously olden days they follow the process is a waterfall method. They develop the code means they follow the waterfall method. What is exactly waterfall method? We'll try to understand because of in the interviews also they are asking about this waterfall method and as well as they are asking about SDLC method also. So first of all, we'll try to understand about waterfall method. So images wise, if you go to the waterfall method, very simple. So many places is available these images. So if it is one of the thing, I will open. You can see. First of all, waterfall method wise, suppose one of the client, they have one idea. Their business wise, they come with the one idea. So and so, I required e-commerce application or might be it's a some Ola application or Uber application like that is a you we can treat it that a client I required this application. These are the tools and everything I required like this. So that is first of all client will come to the free pre-sales person or is a solution architect. The pre-sales and solution architect people will interact with the client. Client will give the information. What type of information? This is a my requirement. This is a my requirement. Based on the requirement will create a requirement, gather the things and maintain here. Once is a agree, okay, this is a your requirement, will try to fulfill the your requirement. But it will take based on that depends on the criticality or it's a kind of thing, and it will take 1 year 6 months or depends on the how that big application accordingly. So once they take it all the information only starting only very initial phase only they will take it all the requirements. Okay, once they take it they will give the deadline is a next 1 year we are going to release it or next 6 months we are going to release it. In between nothing, you like client cannot see the any progress. You won't see the any progress. End of the day they are going to see after 6 months or after 1 year only. So once is a initially developers or solution architect or pre-sales person it taken the requirement, after that they will gather the developers and all the developers and split the code into the that part front end, back end, payment gateway, or it's middleware or database like that. They will define it accordingly, design the things. Okay, totally design the first of all design phase. Once is a design, okay. After that, implementation. Developers will involved into that process and develop the code. After develop the code and release to the testing purpose. After testing is a verification is a completed. After that, it will go to the maintenance. Once is a in a verification phase only, might be is a you like client will involved, might be. Okay, it's not always previously. So after maintenance, during the maintenance only, like actually clients see the progress. Okay, but in this phase it's taking long time. Client cannot see the any output, what they given the information accordingly, it's really working or not, what is the blockers, what is the things, everything they can't see it. Single output also they can't see it. They can able to see after everything is completed only. This is entirely this process wise lot of drawbacks. What is the drawbacks? User or client needs to be wait up to that 1 year. In between time, same type of application might be some other, customer will release it, or might be the client is released it, and the new features already, so many new features came into the market. Might be that new feature we won't get it in this way, and again it's a big problem. So
Uh,
these all,
One question, Kiran.
yeah, yeah,
Unless until we implement everything, it will not release anything to the
yes,
customer
yes,
completely.
completely everything.
Okay. Okay.
In the waterfall method, that is the problem.
Okay.
Even you can see here, it's they explain about here, define the problem, identify the scope of problem, or develop plan strategy, solve the problem, investigate the problem, define the requirement necessary, solving the things, and everything. It's this process entirely completed only, it's released to the customer only.
User has to
Otherwise,
wait until it
yes,
completely developed and deployed.
exactly, completely developed, completely everything is completed only. After that only, customer can see the result, output.
Okay. Okay.
This method is a very old method, nobody using. In this method, these are the drawbacks. Customer cannot see the any output in between time, and in between time, some other, other companies release same type of application might be, and new features is might be came into the market, might be we can't add it. These are also many drawbacks is available. So for avoiding this method, there is a process called SDLC. Software development is a life cycle. It's a also is available, but it's a kind of, in this process is wise automated, or it's a, improvement the things wise. SDLC is available in this agile methodology, and in this again it's a scrum or basic, or it's a, CMMI methodology will go with that is a one. Okay, for tracking purpose, that is a tracking purpose, that methodology also will follow it. But majorly SDLC. SDLC means this is also same like that, but what is the difference here? In this, we are going to use the in SDLC software development lifecycle 6 phases wise. We are going to use the agile methodology, a Scrum or something. We are trying to use it in the companies. What exactly happen in the agile methodology? First, we'll try to understand software development lifecycle. After that, we'll go with the agile methodology. Okay, in this initially analysis will happen. We know the thing just now we discuss, from customer. We'll try to understand their requirement. That is a analysis process. In this analysis process, product owner or project manager or business analyst or CTO will gather the information from the client and understand the requirement. And after that, design phase, system architecture, UX UI designer, it's involved on that. After that, front end development and back end development. And after that, testing phase, solution architect, QA engineers, testers, and DevOps, everyone is involved in this. And deployment, in this data administrator or DevOps guys is the involvement. And after that, maintenance is a end users trying to use that application, and testers also will try to test it still, and support managers. like operation support manager will look into that issues and everything. So this is a software development life cycle. In this, improving the software life cycle further purpose is only agile. Generally is a agile methodology is a very famous. Most of the companies are using this agile methodology. So in the waterfall method also same process. What is the difference? Yes, we'll get the what is the difference. Waterfall method also same process, and software the life cycle cycle also same process. But here in this again agile methodology is available. Okay, agile process we are following, guys. So in this agile process, what exactly happen means here it's a initially we are gathering the information from the customer. That information it's a divide into small pieces. Okay, so like initially everything it's a develop, after that only not release like that. Okay, suppose I gather some information front end wise, user is a end user, or it's a sorry customer is given so and so like that I required. So that is a one information we gather and create a user story, and after that it's assigned to the like technically create a task and assigned to the developer. Developer is going to develop the code, and each task or it's that one user story or multiple task is assigned to the developer. That is a 2 weeks. Okay, iteration or that called is a iteration, we can call the iteration, or what is the other name, some other name is available. Those things is a assigned to the like a developer needs to be complete that one within the 2 weeks only. By default is a 2 weeks. It's more than it's a, sometimes is a 4 weeks also, 4 weeks or 1.5 month like that also. But 2 weeks it's a by default. Everyone follow the process. The task needs to be completed and go to the testing. After that go to the deployment. After go to the review and launch it. So after 2 weeks customer can see the output of that one. Output of that one he can able to see it. So compared to waterfall method, it's a we are getting the output very quickly. And if it is a new things, anything needs to be added or bugs and issues, immediately is a can fix it. Immediately can fix it. Yes. So you can see agile versus waterfall method. In the waterfall method, everything is a entire application develop, after that only release it. But here that pieces of code wise, like front end it's a one piece of code like that, it's a back end one piece of code like that, and it's a there are a lot of things available. And again in the front end also user id and password otp or something else, these all those things also kind of one by one. Okay, so these all those things is a coming to the picture, and within the 2 weeks we can show up to the customer, and the customer also will happy what exactly happening and what is the missing, and any new features in between time, any new features release it again customer will require, and they can request it, and again that same process and follow it and they can get it. So they can release the project also, or that application also very quickly. Why? Because of it's a suppose nowadays you can see some website like front ui only we can see it. Later on we can see the like after 1 week if you see lot of changes will happen. After 1 week again if you see lot of other it's a changes will happen, that keep
Okay,
on continuous.
one question, Kiran.
Yeah.
Let's say we got all the requirements initially and we started working on it and we released the UI to the customer.
Okay.
If customer suggested some changes, do we
Mm.
still add them to the board? Or
Okay, here it's a process wise. New features means they will depends on the thing. They will work on that separately. They will take it and again they will work on that. Okay,
okay,
so because of front end developers different, backend developers different, middleware is a different, and it's kind of, you know, each and every developers is a payment gateway separate. Yes.
No, no. My question is in between the project,
Hmm.
if customer came back and asking some new suggestions or new
Hmm.
functionalities need to be added, do we still consider it or it will be taken only during the
Depends on
initial stage
that
of?
project agreement, initial phase, what is the agreement.
Okay.
Depends on the company to company how they agree and everything accordingly. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions?
No.
So this is a agile methodology. In the agile methodology, 2 weeks of sprint, we can call the sprint also. That is a okay. In the sprint also, it's like define this task is the next 2 weeks needs to be completed, or 4 weeks, depends on the technicality and everything. Okay, we'll furtherly understand very deeply agile methodology. Why? Because of in Azure DevOps there is a boards is available on the boards, and how this planning and tracking, how to do it, Azure boards, using that we can track and plan and everything. On that place we can try to understand exactly epic user stories or backlog, or it's a kind of issues, bugs and everything. We'll try to understand each and every point. But this is a one like agile versus waterfall method. And one more method also is available, agile scrum framework at glance. So here also, you know, kind of scrum also so many companies are using. Okay, so this is also 1 to 4 weeks of sprint and 24 hours of sprint, like that is available. You can see here they given entire life cycle. So initially inputs from the customer or team manager executes, they will give it to product owner who are supporting that, you know, that application or that one. So they will gather the information, that is a product backlog. That product backlog means user stories. In the scrum we can call the product backlog, that is a called user stories only. That backlog is a coming to multiple tasks. That task is a sprint planning meeting and a sprint backlog. It's a in the meeting scrum call is a happen. If you listen, so many developers will say today we have a scrum call weekly, once or twice it will happen in the team. So that scrum master, it's going to explain about this is a requirement, this is a so and so, like that they will discuss, and what is the progress, what is the status, and any blockers, any issues and everything they will discuss on that call. So they will plan the meeting. After that, sprint backlog. The task is a breakout and it's a multiple task and assigned to the developers. So that needs to be completed, and daily stand-up meetings and sprint review and finished work or sprint retrospective, like that different calls will happen. Accordingly, they will track the things. In this Scrum framework, this is a one Scrum framework. Okay, so different companies, different methodologies, generally they will follow it. Okay, some companies will follow the agile, some companies will follow the scrum, some companies will follow the, you know, hybrid. Hybrid means it's flexibility wise, they are going to take it some of the things from agile, some of the things is a scrum, or might be their flexibility wise they will add up new things also. New things also they will add it. Accordingly they will follow their standards. Each and every company will follow the different standard, guys. So whenever we are working on that project, we need to follow that standard, we need to understand. But commonly these are the agile or scrum master, it's most of the companies will follow these standards. Okay, these things we need to understand as a when we are going with the DevOps engineer. Very, very important. Any questions?
Okay.
So why is a use the agile methodology? So or Scrum Master? Initial, what is the development phase planning, tracking, and execution purpose will use this methodology. Okay. Same methodology nowadays everywhere is a following. Like even you can see BAU support, business continuous business in like, you know, operation support wise also they are following the agile methodology.
Is
but little
Scrum
bit is a
Master,
different.
is
Yeah.
Scrum Master and Product Owner is same?
So sorry, Scrum Master.
Product Owner.
Hmm.
Both are same or it's different?
Okay, we are not going to that phase. We don't
Okay,
required. Okay, that is the
okay,
software developers will look into that. We don't require. Actually, Scrum Master, it's kind of that gather the information from the customer.
customer,
Okay,
yes.
and he
Undivided.
will create a user stories. That user stories is a divide into multiple tasks, that sprints assigned to the engineer. Okay, once is assigned the engineer, what is the progress, what is the status, daily meeting, weekly
Right.
meetings, and sprint
Mm.
calls and other calls will happen. That Scrum Master will take care. But product
Scrum.
owner entirely is that product wise, he is the owner of that product. He is a look into major all overall is a providing the resources, how many technical people required, what type of technology, and
Okay.
these all those things is involved on that place.
Okay.
Okay, there is a slight difference is available. Yes, Scrum Master will like tracking and gather the information and update the progress only. But coming to this resources part and everything, he is going to when he's going to completed, and everything is a tracking, more tracking wise, entire project wise, a product owner will take care.
Okay.
Any more questions?
No.
Okay, so now initially we understand about software SDLC, that means software development lifecycle, and what methodology they will follow to automate the process or improve the process, and everything we understand now. Yes, this is not a DevOps lifecycle, guys. This is not DevOps lifecycle. In even interviews also they will ask you. Even if you see some profiles in LinkedIn, they will mention SDLC, waterfall method, and Agile methodology, a Scrum Master methodology should familiar, or should be mindset of the Agile methodology, like that they will mention. Even interviewers also they will ask, what is a SDLC method? Can you please explain it? Like what is a waterfall method? What is the difference between waterfall and SDLC? Okay,
Okay.
like this type of questions will get it. Because of it's a very important. As a DevOps engineer, we should developer mindset, not developing the code, developer mindset. Okay, that mindset we required. That is a expectation in the market, because of how that process is a follow and standards, and the developer mindset wise we required. Otherwise, and even if you know the different tools and process and everything, you are very good in the technical also, if you don't know that developer mindset or this methodology and everything, it's not easy to get the job. Okay, this is a very important for us. Next is a DevOps lifecycle. So in the DevOps lifecycle, this is a infinity lifecycle. So many people will call this is a infinity lifecycle. What exactly infinity lifecycle? So in this case, you can see is a plan phase. First plan means our DevOps, as a DevOps guy, as a plan phase means developer develop the code and provide it. Sorry, that is a code. Sorry, not plan. Sorry, my mistake. It's a code. Developer develop the code. After that, it's a plan. That means it's a build. Once is a build is a completed, and it's sorry. This is the way I need to follow it. This is the way, sorry. So develop the code, after that build, after that release, deploy, operation, monitor and test, again plan. That means develop the code, after that build, after that release, to deploy and operate. And if they identify the any bugs and issues, again test it, again plan, that fix the bugs and everything, again release the new code, again build, again release, again deployment, again operate, monitor and everything. This is a continuous integration, continuous deployment. Previously detailed discussion starting only, we discuss. If you still you want, let me know, I can again elaborate the everything. Understood? DevOps lifecycle.
Yeah, okay.
So this DevOps lifecycle, they will ask you like this way also. Can you please explain about CI/CD pipeline? Like this way also they will ask you. End of the day, this is the only CI/CD pipeline only. CI means this code, build, release, and CD
Okay.
means deploy, operate, monitor, test, and plan. Again, it come to plan phase is a again it's a CI phase also.
Hmm. Okay. Monitor, test, maintenance.
Yes, because of once released to the production is operated. They will monitor because of obviously that application how is performing and everything, and they will monitor if they found any bugs also. Sometimes it will happen. Yes, again they test it, again
Okay.
is a plan, again new code, again release it, build and release it. Yes, this is the DevOps lifecycle or CI/CD pipelines. In this CI/CD pipelines, you can see there are different tools generally will use it. It's not mention everything. It's for testing or these all those things. Actually, this is a like Jenkins, Docker, Git, uh, Azure DevOps, or it's a kind of different tools. A number of tools will use it here also. So you can see here actually these many tools in the market is available for DevOps purpose. So in this I can show you where is that image. Okay, no problem. So you can see here it's a code related. How many tools are available here? It's a build related npm, docker, git, SonarQube. They mention not SonarQube. It's a test related. That is a one. GitHub, Docker, and Kubernetes npm. This is a frog like that. It's a code related. Is a so many Git, GitLab, like so many different tools is available, guys. Okay, these many tools in the market is available, but depends on the customer or requirement wise will use it. So high level, these are the tools generally use it. Generally use it. It's a very popular tools. I can tell you, Git is a very popular. GitHub or Git is a very popular. Bitbucket also. Code wise is a code is a maintain. GitLab or Git. And build tools wise, Gradle. If it is a depends on project. NU Nugget, Nugget build, or NPM, or Gradle, or it's so many different builds is available. VS build, MS build, so many things are available. Okay, depends on the what type of program language they used it, what type of when developing the code, what type of dependencies they used it. Accordingly, we should select the that build tools. And after that testing purpose, it's there are so many testing tools also is available for how that code is running and everything. And after that it's release wise also like available Jenkins or Azure DevOps and GitLab, Argo CD, or so many tools are available. Okay, and after that it's a deployment is a like will happen in the AWS or Docker wise or Azure or Google Cloud, Oracle Cloud, anything. And operation wise will use the this configuration tool, configuration management, Ansible is a very popular. So most of the companies use it, and we required to learn about this Ansible also, and Kubernetes also and everything. And monitoring wise, Grafana and Greylog, and is so many tools is available. Okay, again, so like that, so many tools in the market is available. Nagio, Splunk, and like this you can see Maven, Gradle, or Ant. Code wise is a Jira, or it's a Ellipse, Git, and so many Puppet, Chef, Ansible, SaltStack, like that. So many tools are available, guys. In the DevOps lifecycle wise, we're going to use it. But entirely, these tools is a depends on the project to project. We are going to learn about. We need to learn. So DevOps means you need to learn continuous learning only. So might be in your project they are using Azure DevOps. Might be other project they will use Jenkins. Might be other project they will use the GitLab. Might be other project they will use the Argo CD. Like that, you need to continuous learning only. End of the day. Okay. Any questions?
Okay.
Okay. So now initially we understand about totally that DevOps process or methodology, SDLC lifecycle, as well as Agile methodology, Scrum, and we understand about DevOps lifecycle and different tools. What are the involved in the DevOps lifecycle wise? What are the tools is involved? We understand. And tomorrow onwards, we'll try to understand about Azure DevOps. Okay. How
Okay.
Azure DevOps, what are the tools is involved into Azure DevOps, and we'll try to understand about one by one. Okay, any questions? Let me know.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.